speaking of somebody, I want you to watch this because I know you haven't watched it yet. But
Been waiting.
We are going to react to the Fall Off announcement. And the disc 2, track 2. We don't know what it's gonna be called yet, but this does confirm a few things. So J. Cole is dropping an album called The Fall Off. This is long awaited.
Yep.
Something that you said you were waiting for on the last episode.
Yes.
Before the year ended.
Love you, Cole.
Yep. It's dropping February 6th, 2026. 2626. And there's a whole theory about that, but we can get into that in a little bit. Let's watch this real quick because I know you haven't seen it. I've seen it.
What it is, ho? What it is, ho? Computer style of the Unigrab Unabomber. Who maneuver through the drama with the shooter.
Yeah. So we just reacted to both the Fall Off announcement video as well as the disc 2, track 2 video. What did you think? First reaction. I already seen it, but first reaction. What did you pick up off of that?
Just like I've been saying, bro. Just excellent penmanship. Just excellent writing. Execution with the video and the visual. Now that I've seen it, the person who was on TikTok that said the video was in reverse. Because if you see at the end of the video, his legs looked a little funny, and they don't move that way if you walking forward. So I think he was like, just play this shit in reverse, and you'll really hear what I'm saying. But overall, bro, like, dude was.
Did you pick up the basically the whole scheme of what he was rapping about?
Kind of.
So
like it's just real time, so I gotta listen to it again. Just to really understand.
So, couple of things, right? When he raps, you'll realize that the song itself, he's telling the story about his life in reverse.
Yeah.
So he talks about pretty much the song opens with him in the casket, his children's eyes crying. Goes to him getting verse of the year, and then it goes to him, getting the deal, being in the clubs. His girlfriend or his wife being pregnant, them having a child, him being in the clubs then, and then kind of as his come up, it takes him back to that room. I don't know if you've seen what the album cover looks like. The Fall Off album cover.
Yeah, and they said somebody on Twitter found that he been had a burner account, and he been posted that cover like a year or 2 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, but he did put up that list.
Crazy, bro.
He did put up that list of albums that's supposed to come out in order.
Yeah.
And before the Fall Off, there was It's a Boy.
Yeah, I seen that. I remember that.
So there's a theory out there right now saying that it's very, very likely that he might drop something on January 28th this month, in a little over a week. Because January 28th is his birthday. He made the song January 28th. There's a project supposedly coming called It's a Boy. Yeah. He provided us his life in reverse to where he was back in the womb and he disappeared from the earth. So January 28th, his birthday, could potentially be his rebirth, and we can get either a project. Yep, we can get It's a Boy. And then
talking about himself.
Yep. We don't know what we could be talking about. What he's going to be talking about if he does drop a project like that, but then immediately following 2-6, he's dropping the Fall Off.
Nigga, how did, bro?
It could be that disc 2, disc 1 thing too, potentially.
Probably disc 1 is
It's a Boy, disc 2 is Fall Off, or the Fall Off is its own thing, and we get It's a Boy as like an EP. I don't know, but that's crazy if that's what he's going towards. And then 2-6 is like a reference to where he's from. Like, I guess I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, 2-6. He's been saying 2-6 in a lot of his lyrics.
Maybe what about Forest Hill Drive? Was that the address?
Nah, that's 2014, but that's his home.
No, I know, but would that be the address to that home or something?
Yeah, no, that's 2014. The address was 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Oh.
2014.
Yeah.
But so he's telling the story of his life in reverse.
Bro, how do you...
You also can check this out. You know, another reference to Let Nas Down. He's actually referencing Nas because Nas has a record called Reverse on Stillmatic, which is crazy because I really got into like Nas when I went out to Florida this year in like last February.
Florida.
Yeah, I don't know why, bro. I like when I travel, bro. I get into like weird old school music. Not weird, but like, you know, just kind of like different shit.
You listen to Kodak, man?
No, I didn't. No. But Nas, and I listened to Stillmatic. Rewind was one of them. Got a Gun is one of them. Yeah. Stillmatic is like a fucking amazing album. So but yeah, Rewind.
Bro, how my thing is, bro, like, how do you even write a verse like that? I'm writing my verse in fucking reverse.
And there's no hook.
Bro, that is insane to me.
Straight to the point. Like, you know, and it didn't take too long for him to tell the story, which I can appreciate. Because it is possible for you to drag out that story a little too long. You know what I mean? Like, but no, I felt like it was easy chapters, like, and he kind of closed it out, said what he needed to say, and it leads up perfect to this rollout. I think he's doing W rollout as well.
Bro, but this is what I mean, bro. This is exactly what I fucking mean when I say, when these niggas really put pen to pad, bro, these niggas really show their penmanship. And I really appreciate that because, again, I'm listening to this in real time. So obviously I'm not gonna catch everything. I'm hearing everything, and obviously, and I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? So it takes me a couple listens to really hear what somebody is saying. It's like, bro, how the hell do you write your life in reverse? Like, from where he's at now to him not even being born. Like, that shit, to the fucking chairs and all that basketball shit floating in the goddamn room. Like, that shit is crazy to me.
He had a line on...
Bro, how does your brain think? Like, this is why they the big three. That's why Kendrick is where he is, Cole is where he's at, and Drake is where he's at. Regardless of whatever y'all think of Drake.
Bro.
Like, oh, he trash, he's washed up.
We don't gotta talk about Drake.
No, I know. But, you know, we're always going to talk about Drake, regardless. It's just like basketball. You're always going to talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But it's, bro, I'm just in awe, bro. And this is why I told y'all I'm excited for Cole. I love Kendrick. I like Drake. I love people who can put pen to pad and fucking just have your brain just epiphany, just the light going off. Like, what?
Yeah.
Bro, it's because when I heard the person on TikTok saying this nigga, the verse is in reverse or the video is in reverse, and so I'm watching it. That's why I hate hearing shit, because I'm watching the whole time and I'm like, oh, this nigga legs is funny. Why is he walking like that forward? Mm-hmm. So now I'm gonna go home and reverse this shit just so I can see how it like, I don't know, bro. Like, people who brains work like that is crazy. So I hope one day we run into you and we can just talk, like, just casually talk, like, bruh, you know what I mean? I just want to pick people's brains, like, dog, like, how does your brain think like that? How do your brain even think to write like that? Mm. You know what? I'm going to write this song in reverse. I'm going to start to where I'm at to when I wasn't even born yet. Mm-hmm. That is insane to me.
It's a nod to Nas. It's a nod.
That shit
it's an
is
homage
crazy. And I'll have to because I listened to that Illmatic album. Stillmatic. And again, I'm not going to catch everything.
Yeah.
Because I was on that, Nas ain't really that. Jay-Z killed him. And then I'm like, I'm hearing the Hit Boy shit when him and Hit Boy was, you know, going back and forth, and I'm like, yo, this nigga Nas is really going crazy. He dropping big boy gems.
Yeah.
But this is why we say, or this is why I say that F the street shit is cool. But the street niggas who really been in the streets but was really dropping gems in their music and their albums, go listen to this shit. Cause Nas is really talking that shit. Hov is really talking that shit. All these rappers is really talking that shit, but y'all just don't want to listen because they not talking about robbing, killing, stealing, or I'm gonna ride and all this other shit. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but this is why I say it's very important for artists to really put pen to pad, bro. Instead of just going in there, just trying to make a hit, just trying to make a hit, a TikTok hit, or some viral shit. But
I mean, I don't think we ever seen Cole as one of those artists. I mean, he has had some slumps in his career, I feel like, project wise, but I mean, I don't think
he's always been that. Like,
yeah, I think that Cole has dope concepts when it comes to rapping. Sometimes it goes a little too far, and like, you know, you get records like Wet Dreams, but
he was being himself.
But it's a storytelling thing, you know. It's that's the biggest part about it. That's the thing that got him popping, re-popping, I guess. Really, I mean, that's really been what his career has been based off of, is storytelling records, being personal, not having to be this type of person, right? This caricature of a rapper. He's more of the humble, you know, J. Cole.
Got it out the mud. Dream.
Cheeseburger, no cheese. You know, humble guy.
Cheese,
So it's like, you see him returning to form and kind of coming back. He's going back to what's worked in the past, but also doing the new shit to him. Because it's not like he's rapping over like new style beats. He's doing hip hop shit. Yeah. So I'm excited for this album. I think it's gonna be dope.
Yes, for sure.
I think that record was dope. I think there's a lot more to look into it.
Stop teasing, nigga. You just piss me off doing that shit. I don't want to hear no fucking 1 minute and the beat is crazy and then you saying some crazy shit and it just...
But we are going to get more. We have a couple of weeks until it comes out. ASAP just dropped the album. We're going to lead up to that. And then, you know, you could tell. You could tell people knew a big dog was going to drop. Regardless of how big ASAP is, J. Cole drops, it's a big deal. Especially dropping this album.
Niggas is moving out the way.
Big deal.
They moving out the way.
People are waiting to hear from J. Cole, especially after the beef. So what do you know, he has his fans, and then he has the people that the naysayers that are going to be listening to just kind of be like, oh yeah, see, I told y'all. Whatever. It's going to be a big event this year because J. Cole is dropping, and they're going to do it up.
J. Cole, if anybody on your team or you yourself see this, and I'm pretty sure you already said this to yourself or your team, fuck them niggas. You made the money, you did the tours, you got it out the mud the hard way. Not you went viral on TikTok and then you did your shit. Nigga, you went to New York, stood outside, got signed, and you did this shit by yourself and built a core fan base. Something that a lot of these artists nowadays don't even have. You can do whatever the hell you want, nigga. Like I said, bro, regardless if you apologize or not, diss them, you know, whatever. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. Just drop music. I want to hear it. You an automatic play for me. Just drop music. Like you always done, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
He has a lot to prove right now. There's a lot of people. He's probably gotten the most scrutiny.
Yeah.
He's gotten the most scrutiny he's ever got in his career right now. And I know so it's good. It's good for him to be put in this position. It's good when artists. Yeah, of course. It's good to see when artists back are against the wall. That's why Kendrick performed so well during the beef, because his back was against the wall too. As much as like, I don't think he was sweating it, but in a way there was pressure being put on him. And he knew that, and that's why he responded the way he did.
I don't think so.
I think so. We can debate that. We can debate that right now. I'm not saying he was sweating it, but I'm saying he knew there was a certain amount of pressure on him, not to respond, but there's being someone's calling you out. You're getting dissed. Drake is on your ass right now.
I don't think so.
You don't think Drake was on his ass? So you don't think the 2 diss records he dropped before was Drake being on not being on his ass?
No, I don't think.
What the fuck? What is that then?
I think Kendrick was like this.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
saying that.
I'm not saying that though.
I'm saying Kendrick knew, obviously.
But you're saying no to something that's not even what I'm saying. Okay. You saying, I'm not saying Kendrick was up there pressured up, sweating, thinking like, oh, what am I gonna do? I'm saying there was a certain amount of pressure provided because someone's on a song dissing you, and the pressure was responded with very comfortably, Kendrick did his shit,
yeah.
but there was pressure put on him. He was called out. He was dissed. Wes Goodman don't do fades, right? He's getting immediately dissed. You're not finna tell me that there's not an amount of pressure put on him. I'm not saying that Kendrick is pressured up.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what am I gonna do? I think he was chilling too. Yeah. But there's a pressure on you, not maybe from Drake. That's what I'm saying. You getting pressed. Okay. You're getting you're getting confrontation. You're getting challenged. Yeah. There's pressure put on you. Does that make sense?
No, I hear what you're saying.
He's just like, oh no, fuck this, whatever, if it's Kendrick, it's bro, just shit's gold and fucking, he can do whatever he want, and he don't worry about nothing applies to Kendrick because he the GOAT.
No, I'm not saying
that's that. How it feels.
No, I'm not.
Because we can't say shit about Drake in this motherfucker. We can't say shit about Kendrick. Like he can't even sweat. This motherfucker just Jesus. This motherfucker do push-ups and don't sweat and shit's gold.
I'm not saying that at all. But and I gave Drake love. I said I'm excited to hear what Iceman like. Iceman, it sounds like I just don't like other men speaking up for other men. Nigga, I'm a grown ass man. Stop. If you somebody in your camp or you yourself is texting or calling somebody saying, "Hey, tell these niggas this," bro, just drop the shit. Just like Cole did. He ain't tell Kai Cenat or any of the Speed or any of these other streamers, yo, post this. Hey, I got this new code. Cole was like, nigga, I know I apologize. I know y'all looking at me like, hey.
Hence, pressured up. He's not pressured up by Drake. He's pressured by the fans.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Cole,
yes. He's being pressured. He's being not by his fans, but by people in hip-hop. This is the most scrutiny J. Cole has ever got. When was the last time J. Cole was really put in a bad light until he got in the beef and then apologized?
I let Nas down.
No!
Yes,
it was not that bad. It was not that bad. Bruh. It was not that bad.
I was on Twitter.
It was not that bad. Fuck Twitter.
I know that, but I'm not saying Twitter is like fucking CNN or something. I'm saying they was on his ass on Twitter. And they were making jokes, like crazy jokes. And I'm like, damn, I'll fuck with that song. I get it. Yeah, I get why
it was not that bad, bro.
I know that. But you know how the internet is.
It was so not that bad that even Nas was like, huh? Oh, you made a record? I didn't even think of it like that, big dog.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Cause I love music, so I listen to it. I'm like, this ain't that bad. But Twitter was tearing his ass up. But I know Cole, Nick, bro, if Cole cared about the internet, Black Twitter, all this other shit, he would have been dropped something.
So you telling me that you think J. Cole was more pressured up for letting Nas down as opposed to jumping out into the biggest rap feud, and we'll talk about this in a few, into the biggest rap feud of probably our generation, into the biggest rap feud on the side of Drake, realized that Kendrick was going to do some other shit, and stepped out the way and let Drake get fucking obliterated. Apologized on stage, and everyone, including Drake, is like, you're a goofy.
Yeah, because him and Kendrick were like this. I don't know if they still like this. If I'm beefing with somebody, if I've been waiting to run a fade with this nigga, verbally on the mic, but the homie don't know, and I call him, or I have I'm not saying Schoolboy Q is under him. I'm not doing none of that. But I'm saying that if I'm busy at the moment and my little homie is available to call the other homie who got a relationship with him, yo, hey, I'm finna go do something. Tell bro, get the fuck out the way, cause I'm really finna destroy this nigga. Some 48 laws or 58 laws, whatever the fuck that shit is. No, get your ass out the fucking way, cause I've been waiting to run a fade with this nigga back to back.
If J. Cole was not as pressured up about this situation, then why did he make the song Port Antonio?
Port Antonio?
Yeah. Drake, you'll always be my dog. Whoop-de-whoop. This was after the beef. This was recently.
I ain't even listened to that.
Exactly.
I don't know.
He was pressured up. Everybody, it's okay to be pressured up. It's just what you do with the pressure and how you handle the pressure is the outcome of what had. Like what I'm saying is Drake the pressure of Kendrick being put into that box of, all right, you legitimately are going to, not have to, but are going to engage in a rap battle, probably the biggest rap battle of our time. You're going to engage in it. Okay? What he did with that pressure was he gave you a 4-Pete diss track, 5-Pete diss track run. He gave you GNX. He gave you the Super Bowl performance, and then he gave you the biggest fucking concert tour in hip hop history. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't think he was sweating that shit.
I think you take pressure different than I do.
J. Cole was pressured up because he apologized. Now Drake is put under pressure for all these other reasons. That's why we're not gonna get Iceman anytime soon.
Because it's on ice.
It's on ice. That's why he's been avoiding getting into this rap bag. He's going around it. That's why he dropped the R&B album with Party Next Door.
Linking up with Aiden Ross.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't get much other
Having
than
other niggas speak up for you. This is what I'm saying.
Should we transition into this next topic?
I'm finna get mad again.
Shout out J. Cole.
Love you, J. Cole.
But
classic on the way. I'm gonna say that.
Classic on the way. I can say that. Yeah.